We had an amazing podcast episode, Patreon episode. This is probably 2 years ago. Where we really got into the fate versus free will. Where do you stand on that now?
On fate
versus free will.
What is fate? So I'm clear.
Just living your life and not being able to go back and...
No, some people feel like fate, like...
Preordained.
We have a preordained destiny and path that we're going to take no matter what you do. You're going to end up here. Your destination is already pre-written.
I'm not sure.
I don't believe it.
I don't really...
I'm not sure where I stand today.
Okay.
I'm not big on the destiny.
I feel like it's easier to believe in fate when a lot of like really good shit has happened to you. Like you met the love of your life really early on in life and you had like, you know, a lot of magical life fucking experiences. I think it's really easy to believe in fate when that kind of thing happens.
Or if a lot of bad things have happened to you.
No, that's when you believe in free will.
Well, no, I think that's true.
There's some
as well.
people that especially people that may be depressed.
Fate and free will kind of also coincides with your, I think, I don't want to say spiritual, but your spiritual
or religious beliefs.
So a lot of people who do believe in God and have a religion base, they do believe fate plays in line with that. And those who are atheists and whatever, they feel like I'm in control.
So I can change it anytime, any moment.
I got free will to do it.
The definition is the development of events beyond a person's control, regarded as determined by quote unquote supernatural power.
I don't think there's free will in America.
Really?
You did this.
Come on.
I think there is under a certain guise.
So you're talking about like how things are set up pertaining to us as black people?
I don't want to just say black people. It's not just a black people thing.
Okay.
If we're talking having a free will conversation, it's a human thing.
A human thing.
But here, I do think that, because that's where you'd have me?
No, you're mad. I'm looking at Corey. It's bullshit. I'm not trying to get you, bro. I'm just trying to engage. You know what I'm saying?
He trying to make sure you don't get his muffin.
Yeah. No, I was looking at Corey.
You think humans...
Well, he can't get me because my answer is I don't know. I don't know today.
You started it off
but one of our good Patreon episodes for anybody to go watch it, we had a real deep dive on what everybody in the room felt about fate versus free will.
Okay.
And I believe in free will.
I think in America, we all have the ability to create our own opportunities.
Which is free will.
But I think America also has the power to go ahead and shut that shit down if they decide to.
Yeah, but that's a whole different conversation.
But
I can see what you're saying.
That's still based on choices.
So what happened to everybody's free will during quarantine?
We still exercise.
We still exercise some level of free will.
But not without consequences.
Yeah.
Without consequence.
We didn't get the option to exercise free will.
Hold on. Depending on where you
comes
lived.
with a consequence.
Depending on where you lived, because everybody was outside in Georgia. Everybody was pretty much outside in California after like a couple of months. Y'all were up.
Niggas getting arrested.
Wait.
Okay.
So the places that people could be outside, you're saying they were outside.
Yes.
But that decision was made by someone.
True.
Yes, it was decided by the powers that be.
That's my point.
The local and
I'll make it
municipal
available
government.
to you to have this, but if I decide to shut this down, you won't have this.
All right, but that's life. So if
and that's just
give me something that was taken away from us in an absolution sense. Couldn't go to something that somebody else owned. I got my haircuts. You get what I'm saying? Like anything in the world has a consequence.
You can't get your hair cut anywhere in America.
So yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Why? Where can I get my hair cut?
In sundown towns.
There's people getting there are black people getting their hair cut in these towns or in neighboring towns.
If you know someone who can come to your crib and do it themselves, then
that too.
Yeah, I mean,
like my thing just be in those types of situations, like you brought up the America thing, that's such an absolute thing, and it gives a message that somebody's in control of you, as opposed to I have a choice.
These are, listen, I don't want you to get deep here because these are like moot points on my example board. I could then get into how we're made up genetically that says you don't have free will.
You could change it.
You could change what?
Your genetic makeup.
How?
Teach me. I don't know.
No, it's just a different level of conversation. Some people have a predisposition to be overweight. You can modify that depending on what you do. Now you will have a predisposition, but it's hard to change. But you could do.
You can do that with hormones. You can do that with testosterone. You can do that with a lot of different things.
And a lot of your fate is going to come from how your dad or mom was made up genetically.
Yeah.
Yes.
This can get deep. We should bring this up later.
Yes,
we could. Because a lot of that shit be fake too. It's what they tell us to make us think that we inferior. Like the white people make us think that we have a predisposition to diabetes and heart disease and all that other shit. I don't agree with that. I don't buy that. I think that we eat what our great-great-grandparents ate, so we yield the same results that they got.
But why did our great-great-grandparents eat it?
They had no choice.
They had no choice. But I'm saying, no, listen to what I'm saying. So you're going to get the same.
So now we running around talking about soul food, soul food, soul food.
It was never really.
So now once you learn some shit,
it's all we had.
Food.
That's where the choice and the free will comes in to keep on eating that. Or
you have an option to keep eating pig feet and hog maws and chitlins, nigga, or you don't. And if you don't eat that no more, you're going to yield a different result. You're not going to get the diabetes and the heart disease and all that other shit.
That's not true because the people that distribute the food are going to put all of the shit in all of the foods. We have that conversation about the vegans, how they think they only eating plants and how the plants are filled with steroids and all the bullshit too. We don't even have a place to get the food. I tell you, I follow them niggas in the woods on Instagram.
Choices.
Them niggas go catch the fish, crack the fish.
Choices.
If we not doing
them
that.
Niggas heat that rock up, that rock be on fire.
If we not
them
doing
niggas
that.
fly shit with that big knife.
Them niggas take all the banana peppers, the green peas. They get.
Hey, yo.
Where we get our foods from, we don't know what the fuck is. What we read the expiration date that somebody put there.
Made up.
True.
Yeah. I was at the health food store Ujama in Brooklyn, and I was speaking to a guy. He said that he hasn't heated up his food in 30 years. So I said, "What do you eat?" You know, because he's a vegetarian.
He eats
vegan,
raw food.
whatever.
Raw food.
He eats raw food, and he was explaining how that even though some of the stuff is poison that's going in his system, he limits the amount that he eats. So he knows that it's no good. He said, unless I'm going in my backyard and growing it and waiting for it to grow, he said they all put shit in
pesticides, et cetera,
everything. So, yes, he was saying that. So he said he eats it and, he picks and chooses how much he puts in the system and shit like that. It was a learning experience at Ujama.
This is an American thing too.
Huh?
That's some American shit.
It's an American thing.
Now, he was a Caribbean nigga that said that.
I'm saying, but he lives here. I'm saying, if you go to other countries, this is not even a thing.
It's not. It's still there, but it's nowhere near the degree.
It's not that prevalent.
Not even close to the degree that it is here.
Got you.
Yo, dog, you go overseas, the fucking orange juice don't look like orange juice here.
No.
The chicken bone be different.
It's darker.
All that shit. Everything look different. But, it is what it is.
How can we have free will where over here, never mind, because I left school, but what they mandate you to do?
Mandate you to learn.
Even in terms of school.
Yeah, just to graduate, yeah.
But learn what? Learn from our infrastructure. That fucking public school shit is welfare.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's in accordance.
Yes, it is.
No, look, listen. It's in accordance. What public schools are designed to create a society of workers.
That's it.
You are basically a robot in a system. Dog, they sit you in a classroom as a child,
Teach you to
7, 8 years old. You can't get up. You can't move around. You gotta sit here and be quiet at 8 for fucking 10 hours a day. We can't talk.
School teaches you obedience.
Look, only for you to go get a job and you sit your dumb ass in that cubicle at that desk for another 10 hours and shut your fucking mouth and listen to what we telling you to do.
See, I don't think that that's free will.
It's not.
I don't think that's free will.
Listen,
I don't know.
At a certain age, you have an option not to do that.
I want to know.
I don't think that's bad.
I want to know what Bobby Althoff would be doing if she didn't feel like she had to keep a buzz and career going by getting with the cultural people. I guess that's my point. We don't know what anybody really want to do because outside of the entrepreneur people and the people that's living their dreams and all that shit, the people that's getting up to go clock in somewhere to take care of my family and my mom and my kids, and I don't know what's really in that person's heart.
It's a choice, though, Joe. You say this
It's
all.
not a choice.
Listen, you say that, and I'm funny. It's funny that you saying this.
Give it to me.
Because you are the guy that says, "Yo, I'll burn this bitch down." You don't always take the easy route. You took a choice to leave Complex when you had a baby on the way and you ain't had the most money. That was a conscious choice that you took. You could have went the easy route and kept getting money from Complex.
His free will might look a little different.
That's a choice that you took. So somebody else that goes the entrepreneurial route, that's eating tuna fish, that I just went and refinanced my house when all of the shit is urging me against that, those are choices that they make. And they yield either the results or the debt. The results, whatever the results gonna be, positive or negative, they gonna live with that. Those are choices that are being made.
And I have a question for you after that too.
You get what I'm saying? You
I
disagree with that?
No. I understand what you're saying.
So you saying the girl Bobby, whoever that's going to get, she don't have to do that. She's making a choice, nigga. We turn down guests that are popping. You choose to do that. We could go with this going to bring the numbers in. This may not bring. Bruh, those are choices that you
But
make.
the fate is determined from both options.
That's
is
not
what
true.
I'm saying.
You watching dark matter and you are loving dark matter that is showing you that if this nigga did not allow that girl to have a baby, his whole world would be different.
And he'd be different as a person.
He would be different. That's a choice. They left, right. When I got to the stop sign, I could turn right, I could turn left. And you got to live with what comes from that. He don't end up at the same place. Fate is, are we going to end up at the same place?
Ish, how do you feel when Kanye said that about slavery?
It was a choice.
Yes. How do you feel about that?
I understood what he meant. I think it was bad because choices come with education,
Okay.
right? And if you were a slave, we take slavery and we put it in today's context.
Okay.
So if you were born, right, in a system where this is known, this is the only thing they know. It's like
They had no understanding that slavery was happening.
that option.
So first-
they didn't have an option.
That's
You don't
normal.
know that there's an option to slavery.
Yes.
So we not picking, freedom, slavery. We gonna go over here and pick slavery for 500, Alex. This is all they know. Everybody you know. We taking into account street lights. We taking into account we know directions. We know
Well, is that true?
compasses and all that.
Is that true? Because there will be people who say even at that time there was the choice of being on the boat or deciding
slavery.
No. What I'm saying, there was a choice of being on the boat and just dealing with the fact that I'm about to go enter into this life, or jumping over, drowning, and deciding I didn't want to.
That's not slavery. Those are people that are being brought from Africa that knew freedom. So I'm making a choice to jump in this water and say, fuck y'all. I'm talking about people born into slavery. If they came over here right now and took me and you, we know what it's like to make our own food, cook our own food. So now we have a choice. If you're a baby and you was born into a system of slavery, you don't know that there was freedom in Africa.
Yeah.
It's a whole different thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas be like, I'd have ran away. Where you was gonna run to? This plantation is the only shit you ever know in your life. You don't know what north, south, east, or west is.
There were still people who did try to run
Yes.
away, and
Okay.
Yeah, what?
All right. We got it. We got it, my fault.
nigga can't drop.
That's
one
slavery
little
talk, boy.
When
I
that
tell
one
you.
tear drop.
That's slavery talk. You should feel it. You just came from South Carolina.
Tear.
Hey, nigga, watch your fucking
Yeah, Sumter.
You just came from. I know that.
fuck you up. I'm just saying, I let the first 17 slaveries go by. What you want me to do? And y'all started heating up. It sounded like it was getting too good. I gotta stop it. I gotta
He was getting fired. You know he get fired when it comes to that.
Yeah, it's don't play with that slavery.
Yeah.
Shit, he get his Virginia
You got
bag.
overcompensate, nigga. I'm light skinned, nigga. I'm gonna show you. I'm not.
Oh my lord, them niggas was going slave crazy, boy.